Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm so excited to finally show you the notebooks I've been working on, the Get Stuff Done planners, and today we're going to put them to the test. First up is this paperback version. This notebook is a convenient lightweight option with a flexible cover. It's printed on standard paper, which is 60 pounds or 90 GSM. This is the paper quality you'll find in most of your everyday planners. Next, we have the Hardcover Notebook. This is a more durable and elegant option, perfect if you want something that will last a long time. It's printed on high-quality paper, a premium option at 70 pounds or 104 GSM. Before we dive into the layouts and features, I wanted to put the paper quality to the test. Let's see how they hold up to different pens and markers, starting with the Paperback Notebook. And just because these notebooks come with ready-to-use layouts, it doesn't mean you can make them your own. The templates are designed to give you structure, but they also offer plenty of space for personalization. You can add washi tape, stickers, or any other decorative element you like. My notebooks are all about giving you that flexibility. For the first test, I'm using the same set of pens on both notebooks. I'll be trying the Univol Signo, a Crayola alternative, a Sharpie pen, an Arteza pen, and a variety of Pigma microns. I will also have Zebra Mineliners, a Pigma Graphic, a Prismacolor, and some ballpoint and gel pens to test. Now let's check the results on the back of the page. You can see there's some ghosting and bleed through with the Arteza, Pigma Graphic, and Prismacolor pens. This is pretty common with a standard paper. Now for the markers. I'm using Crayola Super Tips, Tombow water-based markers, a regular Sharpie, and an Ohuhu alcohol marker. As expected, it is not ideal for working with markers. The Crayola Super Tips held up the best, but the others had some significant bleed-through. Now for the Hardcover Notebook. With its premium paper, I'm hoping for better results. In some countries like Japan, this paper quality is a standard for notebooks, especially for students. I chose the standard paper for the paperback to make it an accessible option, so let's see if the premium paper makes a big difference. Same process, same pens, but this time on the Hardcover Notebook. Let's see how it handles them. Checking the back of the page, there's still a bit of ghosting with the Arteza and Prismacolor, but definitely not as much as in the other notebook. And now for the marker test. As you can see, the paper holds up much better, but there's still some bleeding with the Sharpie and Ohuhu. It's a bit of a big ask for a notebook to handle art or alcohol markers, but we had to do the test. So, to compare the two, the hardcover with the premium paper had better results, but not by a huge amount. I think the real decision for you is not about the paper, but about the cover. If you prefer a soft, flexible, and lightweight notebook, go with the paperback. But if you want something more durable and elegant, the hardcover is the perfect choice for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helps you choose the perfect notebook to get organized. You can find both notebooks on Amazon. The link is in the description box. I'll catch you real soon in my next video, and in the meantime, keep creative, keep safe, and always be kind, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
Please like and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time!